Disclaimer: all the statistics for the singles and albums came from Billboard.com. All the lyrics came from Genius Lyrics. The interesting and fun facts about the songs came from the About section on Genius Lyrics, as well as my knowledge of the music. Some songs will describe their meaning through an interview or Spotify storyline. Some songs will feature statements from X, formerly known as Twitter. Then we've got Instagram and Facebook. Yes. The day is finally here. I cannot believe we are going over Nickelback's 9th studio album, titled Feed the Machine, or as I like to call it, Feed the Fucking Machine, because, let's face it, it is an absolute banger of an album, and I just cannot wait to go over this album with all of you guys. So, let's go into it. So, I am, like I've already said, I am fucking excited to go over this album with all of you, and I believe that it is one of their best albums to date. Not gonna lie, this one was released in June of 2017, and I really love and enjoy the heaviness and rawness and the emotional depth in all of these songs on this album. It is fantastic, and I will say the last song on this album ties the whole album up in a neat little bow. It is fantastic, and Feed the Machine peaked at number 4 on the album. Peaked number 4 on the Billboard Top 100 album charts. Now, let's get rockin' with this one. So, the first track on this album is titled Feed the Machine. This one got me hooked right away on this album. I am not gonna lie, the music video is killer as well, but it is not my favorite one off of this album. There is a different song with a music video that I really personally love the best off of this album, which we will get to, but this one just grabbed my attention right away, and it still stands to this day. Not gonna lie, it really fucking does. If you really pay attention to the lyrics of this song, you will know why it stands to this day. And I cannot believe that this album is already 8 years old, along with this song. It is fucking insane. So for me, the lyrics that stand out from Feed the Machine is going to be at the end of the chorus, which is leaving your bones out on the stones, picking them clean, and carving the truth while harvesting you to feed the machine. It is so accurate. People will definitely just leave you there no matter what. Wherever you are, they will just leave you, and they will just let someone else pick you up and definitely get you going. Like, you're like, oh yeah, we're here together, but then they'll just honestly ditch you for who knows what. So they're just practically feeding you off to somebody else, and it's just insane how many people actually do that. And I've actually known quite a few of those people as well, which is great to say, honestly, because for me, this one goes to people who have like wronged me in my life, and then it's just like, oh yeah, it's definitely taken a turn for the worst at this point, but then when you look back at it, it's like, yep, I definitely learned a whole lot of shit from that person, because they will teach you what not to do and what to do correctly. So that's what I get from those lyrics. Now we just have guitars, bass, and drums in this song. Chad's guitar starts at 16 seconds, his guitar solo is at 3 minutes and 21 seconds and goes to 3 minutes and 38 seconds. Ryan's guitar starts off the song, and the bass and drums come in at 4 seconds. And then the instrumental solos that we have in this song go from 0 seconds to 38 seconds, a minute 48 to 2 minutes and 3 seconds, 3 minutes 13 seconds to 3 minutes and 36 seconds, and then 4 minutes 38 seconds to 4 minutes and 48 seconds. Now, I gotta say, when they were doing their tour for this album, the Feed the Machine tour, and I really wish I was as big of a fan as I am right now for Nickelback. I really wish I got to see them live at Red Rocks, because this one, just listening to the full live album from Red Rocks, this song was fantastic. They started off with this song. It was killer. I really, really, really enjoyed it so much. It's just like, are you kidding me? Like, it starts off, you gotta wait till like a minute and 34 seconds till they actually start singing the song, but it is absolutely killer. The instruments too in this song really like drive it home for anybody who listens to it. It really gives it more of a meaning with the instruments, especially when it comes to the guitars. And then once it gets to like certain instrumental points in this song too, the drums really give it that hype, especially when it gets to the chorus. It is absolutely insane. It's like, whoa, mind blowing. It hooks you right away. It's like, ooh, how is the rest of the album gonna sound? From this song alone, it really kicks it. Like, kicks down the door. It's like, okay, this is what you're expecting through that whole album. It is insane how this song came together. And it's the backing vocals on this are phenomenal as well, because then they add more grit and energy to this song. So yes, Chad's vocals do carry this song, but like, I mean, they carry all of the songs. What the fuck am I saying? But when it comes to like background vocals from Ryan Peake and Daniel Adair, it just adds something more to it, especially with this song. It is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, in an interview with Hard Drive Radio, Chad Kroeger remarks, I know that a lot of people are going to think, especially with the climate right now in the US, that we are, jumping on this political bandwagon, and everybody is weighing on this thing, and there is, the division between right and left could be further these days, and everybody is just at each other's throats over this thing. It really had nothing to do with that, because we started writing this song so long ago that your current president wasn't even in the picture, so we need to spell that rumor right off the bat. Although it lends itself very well, it does do that thing, but it is not because we want it to be this general metaphor for a lot of different things. Anytime people follow something blindly, there's a reference to Piper blowing his flute that leads to the mice kind of thing, and just away they go. There's just so many of these things that people need to question. There's 1,000 of these things that people just fall in line, and all of those things are big machines. It's also government, it's also religion, it's all those things. The people just follow blindly, just kind of asking questions, good questions. So it's literally just that. It's the conversation starter. Yeah, why do we do this? And why do we do that? Why do I smoke this and think it's okay? Why do I eat that and think it's alright? And why do I drive that thinking it's alright that it comes out of the ground and nothing's going to happen to the earth? It's all those things, because all those machines that need consumers to feed them, and it's really where we are coming from. We didn't want it to be specific to anyone's things, so it left it open for itself to all those topics. Perfectly said. Because when I initially first heard the song, I thought it was about like government, because it does have that feel to it. But then when I went over this interview, I was like, hell yeah. For sure, it's definitely a whole lot of things that we just follow blindly. So, perfectly well said, Chad. Thank you so much. So for me, Feed the Machine is going to be ranked 6 out of 11. And then also a little fun fact before we jump into the track number 2. This is one of the first songs that all band members contributed for writing credit. So keep that in mind. But yes, still, Feed the Machine is still going to be ranked 6 out of 11. Now, track number 2 is titled Coin for the Ferryman. I love this song. I fell in love with it right away when I was first going over all of their albums, and I was like, holy shit, we went from one fucking good banger to another fucking good banger, especially with the instrumentation. You can really hear the bass in this one a whole lot. The guitars are phenomenal. The drums really tie it up with its nice beat, so I fucking love it. And so let's dive into it. So the lyrics that really stand out to me come from the bridge, which is one for the road and one for those in heaven, one for the Lord and take it from the devil. Don't even try, 'cause you know you can't hide. Better run, better run, better run. Fucking love the bridge. I think the bridge, honestly, is one of the best parts in this song, to be honest, because it has that cool little mic that they like to use that distorts the voice a little bit, which is phenomenal, and I really love that, because then it gives a little more of a twist. So that's part of the reason why I really love the bridge. But it really connects to me because there are times where I'm like, I really need to hide from this kind of situation, that I need to like run and clear my thoughts before I actually speak what the hell I'm feeling. And it's just like, do I go for the one for heaven or go to the one for hell with the devil? So it's kind of like a little bit of a toss-up too when you're asking yourself questions as well. So that's what I get from those lyrics. But this whole song really stands out to me, especially the way it's like the rawness of this too. Fucking love it. But yes, that's what those lyrics mean to me. Now we just have, once again, just guitars, bass, and drums. We got Chad's guitar starting off the song. His guitar solo is at 3 minutes and 26 seconds and goes to 3 minutes and 38 seconds. And then Ryan's guitar comes in at 13 seconds, and then the bass and drums come in at 13 seconds. And the only reason why I really know where the bass comes into this song is when we were in the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. They had this riff challenge going on socials with Nickelback, people submitting their riffs, like doing it on guitars, piano, even like vocals. There was like some violins too, so the band members contributed as well. The only reason why I know where the bass starts is because Chad Kroeger posted on his Instagram his parts in this song. So I was like, okay, I gotta pay attention to where that bass comes in because he's the bass player. And I was like, okay, yep, that is definitely the bass. And it is awesome just hearing the individual parts from each band member doing it. But Daniel actually didn't do it because of, he would have, but he was actually getting surgery. So the things that I learned from the Nickelback documentary, and that was one of them, actually. I knew he had it done, but I didn't know what kind of surgery it was, but they went into it, and I was like, holy shit. Yeah. And I was like, that documentary actually fucking crushed me, and I'm not gonna lie. The hate that they went through, they are definitely troopers, but yes. Otherwise, the other three, and then their former band members, which were drummers, did some songs as well, which is fucking fantastic. But that's the only reason why I know where the bass comes in, is because of that. So, and then with Brian's, he actually did 2. He did one for Burn It to the Ground and one off of this album, which I will go over a little bit later, but yes. Now for the instrumental solos we have in this song go from 0 seconds to 37 seconds, 51 seconds to 1 minute and 3, 1 minute 17 to 1 minute 22. a minute 55 to 2 minutes, 2 minutes 3 seconds to 2 minutes and 7 seconds, 2 minutes 21 seconds to 2 minutes 27 seconds, 3 minutes to 3 minutes and 4 seconds, 3 minutes and 6 seconds to 3 minutes and 39 seconds, and then 4 minutes 32 seconds to 4 minutes 37 seconds, and then 4:40 to 4:45. And then we have no instruments playing between a minute 34 to a minute 35, 2 minutes 39 to 2 minutes 40, and then 3 minutes 51 to 3 minutes and 53 seconds. I really dove deep into all the instrumentations and when they're playing and when they're not playing, and their little solos. I really got detailed with this one. And then with an interview with Virgin Radio Italy, Chad said, "It's about going out with your friends and pushing the boundaries. I was so disappointed with how many times I would play that song for my friends and they didn't know the mythology of the line, 'If tonight's our time to go, we'll need a coin for the ferryman.' When a Roman soldier died, they would take 2 coins and put them on their eyes to get them across the river of Styx to pay for the ferryman." That I didn't know. So, like, having background knowledge from, like, mythology, too, is phenomenal. Getting, like, details from personal life and then, like, mixing it with mythology. I think it's really cool, too. The way you find out how people come up with songs and the way they write them, too, is awesome. So I really love that connection, too. And I didn't know that until this, either. Like, I didn't even know about the whole mythology behind it either, so that was really cool to learn. So I love that little tidbit. And then a little side note that I'm giving all of you, I do love the sound of the dynamite igniting right before the last chorus of the song. It was like right after the bridge too, so that is awesome, and I really love that. So for me, Coin for the Ferryman is going to be ranked 5 out of 11. Now on to track number 3, which is titled Song on Fire. Another one I fell in love with right away, and this one is really good live as well, especially the one from Red Rocks. And then, like, even acoustically, this one is beautiful acoustically. So highly recommend watching for live performances and acoustic performances of this song. And the music video for this one is a little bit of a tearjerker, I will say. It got me the first time when I watched it, but now I am good watching it. It actually does tug at the heartstrings pretty well. Now the lyrics that stand out to me come from, I don't know, because this one was another hard one to pick lyrics out from too, because it is beautifully written and does paint a really good picture in your head too. I don't know. So, okay, if I go at this moment currently, it would come from the beginning of the second verse, which is, "I'm dying to show you this could end happily ever after." For me, that stands out to me because it's just like, you want that somebody in your life and you want to prove that they are the one for you, and it could end happily ever after, but there are times where it will just fall apart, and you can learn from those mistakes and what happens with that. So that's what I really love about those lyrics. Now, once again, we just have guitars, bass, and drums in this song. And then all of the instruments get louder at the choruses, which is the first chorus starts at 53 seconds, the second chorus at a minute 52, and then the last chorus at 2 minutes and 55 seconds. And once it jumps to like the louder instrumentation during the choruses, it does definitely give it more emotion, raw emotion, because it's like one of those songs that really tug at the heartstrings, and you really want that to express throughout the whole song, especially in the choruses, because it carries so much depth and meaning to it. And then for the guitars, Chad and Ryan's both start at 6 seconds, along with the bass and drums. And then we have 2 instrumental solos in this song, which is from 0 seconds to 18 seconds, and then a minute 18 to a minute 30. And then for a press release for this album, Chad stated, "As we were working on this song, a very personal one for me, we all instantly connected to it on different levels through our personal experiences. Everyone has a need to love or be loved, and we've all been hurt or felt loss. It's about your heart yearning for something that your rational mind knows is impossible to hold on to. There is a universal haunting finality to losing love, and we found our protagonist in this song trying to reclaim it, but not knowing where to begin, or that it might ultimately be in vain." So true, and I really love that every band member connected with this song on a different and personal level, and I really love that, because everyone does have that yearning for love or just wanting somebody to love you back. So I really love that. And then an interesting fact about this song is that fans believe that this song is about Chad Kroeger's ex-wife, Avril Lavigne, and I can definitely see that, especially with some of the lines in the chorus and in the post-chorus of the song. So even right when it starts off too, with the first few lines, it is like, you can definitely like, I think it is, but he has denied all of those comments. But I really truly believe it is a little bit about Avril Lavigne. Not gonna lie, it does feel that way. So for me, Song on Fire is going to be ranked 2 out of 11. Track number 4 is Must Be Nice. So we go from a little bit of a melodic song to a, like, I would say a little bit of a heavy rocker again. So first 2 songs like normal hard rockers, go to an emotional melodic song, back to a rock song. I feel like that's like their little setup on each album. But this one, I love this song more for the instrumentation. And there's some parts of the song too that really stand out to me that come from the choruses. And then thanks to some of this song, it actually helped me out with a Jeopardy clue on the Switch, because we have we are competitive when it comes to gaming. So when last time we played Jeopardy, when I played Jeopardy with my family, I don't remember what category it was, but all I know is I knew the answer to it because of this fucking song. I was like, I turned around, I was like, thanks to Nickelback, I knew the fucking answer to that. They just looked at me like, what the hell? It's true. And it is in the second verse of the song. So I was like, yep, thanks to Nickelback, I knew that answer. So thank you, Chad, for writing this fucking song. Thank you. But the lyrics that stand out to me and connect with me the most come from the last chorus of the song, which is, "Oh, it must be nice to spend each day in paradise. You wonder why you've never failed. Your life's a fucking fairy tale." The only reason why I picked that, because I really wish they said fucking fairy tale for each end of the choruses and not what they say with the rest of them. I really wish they said it that way. But for me, it's just like the people that I knew in my past, I'm like, you really just like to say you don't have a whole lot of money, but you tell me all the things that you fucking buy. It's like, there's something sketchy here, and you go out of the country for a glorious vacation. Like, yeah, you keep telling yourself that you don't have money, but somehow you keep getting all this money for everything. So it's like, definitely you love to spend your days out in paradise or wherever the fuck you're going. And it must be really nice to not feel like you've ever failed in life. So that's what I get, and especially they wonder why, and it's like, this song definitely resonates with certain people in my past life. And it's like, you were definitely living in a fucking fairy tale thinking that you have nothing to worry about in life, when in reality there is a lot of things to worry about, but you just blow them off like it's no fucking, deal to you or anybody. You just love to hurt people. So that's what those lyrics mean to me. Now we just once again just have guitars, bass, and drums. Both Chad and Ryan's guitar and the drums all start the song. Chad's guitar solo is at 2 minutes and 13 seconds, and then goes to 2 minutes and 33 seconds, and then the bass comes in at 5 seconds. And then our instrumental solos that we have in this song go from 0 seconds to 18 seconds, 29 seconds to 33 seconds, a minute and 2 seconds to a minute 4 seconds, a minute 7 seconds to a minute and 11 seconds, a minute 21 to a minute 25, a minute 51 to a minute 55, a minute 59 to 2 minutes and 32 seconds, and then 3 minutes and 16 seconds to 3 minutes and 36 seconds. And then with an interview with Virgin Radio Italy, once again, Chad said, no, that's not a political song at all. That one just started off, what if we started taking nursery rhymes and just making them a little dark? And we didn't really know what we were doing until you said, your life's a goddamn fairy tale, and then the whole thing made sense. And then we went back and changed a bunch of lyrics. It's about being spoiled, being a privileged human, and taking everything for granted. That's why I say, oh, it must be nice to spend a day in paradise. It's about everyday life for someone who is incredibly privileged to never work a day in their lives. Little hypocritical because our lives have all become very comfortable, but I was like thinking back at the time where I had nothing, just absolutely nothing, and I would look at these kids driving brand new cars to school every day, and I was just like, what's that like? But you know what? I wouldn't trade what I went through to get here for their existence for 1 second, because I appreciate every single thing that I have. Yes. Like, even drawing back from personal experience, once again, which I really love how they do that. Each song, like, incorporates from personal experience, and it is not the first time that Chad's ever said this either, because it's like, yes, definitely want to, get things off of your chest, especially that too, because I'm not gonna lie, I've had that jealousy too with people coming in with like freaking Mustangs. I've even seen, like, even when I was in high school, I even seen kids driving in like Ferraris or even freaking Lamborghinis. I'm like, what the hell? How do your parents like have let you drive that car? Those are like cars that I would drive on like special occasions, not to freaking school. And then I'm like, what happens if it starts snowing? What car are you gonna bring then? Like, that car ain't gonna do shit in the snow. But yeah, definitely. So for me, Must Be Nice is going to be ranked 11 out of 11. Now we go back to like a soft-paced, slow, a little bit slow back song. So song number 5 is titled After the Rain. This one has a beautiful lyric video to it. I really love it so much. I mean, Must Be Nice has a lyric video as well. And then there's another song off this album that has a lyric video that really, like, got me hard, which we will get there in a moment. But After the Rain is a beautiful song. I really love the lyrics in this song. The instruments really give it that nice tone once again. Chad's vocals throughout this whole song is fantastic. I really love his vocals on this track. It's mind-blowing, and I really love it so much. It is, to me, it's beautiful. So for me, the lyrics that stand out come from the second verse, which is, choose your friends carefree and kindly, choose your words careful and wisely. Always be there to lend a comforting shoulder. One will be there to share a day when you're older. A day when you're older. Those stand out so much to me, because after the shit I went through last year, I was like, who the fuck can I trust in my life nowadays? Because when it comes to like meeting new people, I'm like, can I trust you? I was like, I had a terrible time, like terrible and frustrating and hard time finding people that I could fucking trust in my life. But it was like, it took me a while to gain that respect and trust in other people because of the shit I fucking went through. And I was like, okay, definitely, yes. Now, like, I am very careful when it comes to picking out, like, friends. And I've always learned to choose my words carefully and wisely. Because it is just one of those things, like, if you say something wrong, it will get twisted. And then it will just get, like, out in the rumor mill, whatever it is. And that fucking sucks. So you want to be very, like I always tell people, think before you say, because whatever you say, you cannot take back, no matter what. So those two lines especially really stand out to me. And then the other ones, yes, you want to have that person with you. Like, if you're going through a hard-ass time in your life, you definitely want those people to lend you a comforting shoulder, and you want them to be there for as long as possible and never let them go, because they're the ones that stuck by you for the ups and downs and everything else. So that the end of the second verse really stands out to me, but I mean, honestly, the whole song really connects with me the most. I mean, the whole second verse definitely does. The bridge of the song really, I would say more of the end of the bridge from this song definitely connects with me, but otherwise, the whole song in general. There were few parts that really stand out to me and, like, stick with me forever. So, yes, that's what those lyrics all mean to me. And once again, we just have guitars, bass, and drums. Chad's guitar starts the song, and then from 2 minutes and 12 seconds to 2 minutes and 18 seconds is the only instrument being played, which is the beginning part of the bridge. And then Ryan's guitar also starts the song. The bass comes in at 14 seconds, the drums comes in at 13 seconds, and then we only have one instrumental solo, which is from 0 seconds to 13 seconds. And then in his statement, Chad stated, "In life, I often think we lose sight of our most challenging trials and tribulations can also be our most teachable moments. The very hardships that we encounter aren't really obstacles at all. Rather, they are the seeds that, if planted properly, will bear fruit that we can learn, grow, and benefit from to be the very best versions of ourselves that we can be." And that is the message I wanted to get across in After the Rain. Perfectly said, and I can definitely see that with the lyrics. And definitely you get quite a bit of imagery in the song as well, which I really love. And definitely agree with what he said. So for me, After the Rain is going to be ranked 3 out of 11. Now, here we go. We go back to another fucking heavy banger. Track number 6, For the River. I really love the guitars in this one a whole lot. And the drums really kick it too. I'm like, Yes, we gotta have that heavy beat throughout the whole song. The guitars have an awesome tone to it in this one as well. Fucking love it. I fucking love it. This is a good workout song too. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the way the beat in this song is, it is definitely a great workout song. Not gonna lie. Like, last time I worked out was actually a couple weeks ago, and I turned on my, as I call it, my hard NB song playlist, because I like picked out the most heaviest songs that they've like released and put it into one playlist, and I use it as a workout playlist. So I fucking used it, and when I hear this one, I mean, even I will even turn on this particular album when I work out, or even like go out on a walk, because it's like I need that loudness, that heavy beat every time when I'm doing like any kind of exercise, because it gets me going. It like gets that adrenaline pumping as well. So this one is a good one to, if you ever think of like other songs to add to like a playlist. Highly recommend quite a few off of this album, not gonna lie, and this is one of them. So for me, the lyrics that stand out come from the beginning of the chorus, which is, I'm running for the river, cause the river's running high and there ain't no going back, they'll never catch me. I was legitimately running for a river in like my head for a long time, because it's like, I cannot go back to that place again, because it is depressing and I need light in my life. I can't go back, and no one can't catch me from here. So it was like, it mainly came from, once again, the fucking terrible shit I went through last year. I was like, yep, I gotta continue running. I'm not looking back, because it was horrifying. Like I said in one of my other episodes, that I was fucking scared for my life. I was like, I don't know how this is going to be, because even before shit went down, I felt like I was being personally attacked by quite a few people, and that they would look at me differently. I'm like, what the fuck did I ever do to you? Like, fucking grow up. So even from then, I was like running for a river. I'm like, you people are driving me fucking crazy. Like, I'm not safe being here. You have made this environment so terrible that every time I would pull up into the fucking parking lot, I'm like, okay, vibes have fucking changed. I wish I could just stay in my car, listen to my music, or even have freaking an AirPod in it, but I couldn't do that. There was no fucking way. You needed to interact with a whole bunch of people, but the vibes changed so much. I'm like, great. This is time where I run for the river, and I was like, Like, I was scared for my life for quite a few months at that place. It was frightening. It was like, oh my god. Like, I could feel it. The vibe definitely changed. I was like, okay. Once I got onto my brakes, I'm like, AirPods in, gotta listen to something that will get me out of this. And this was one of the songs that helped quite a bit, because of the beat of the song, the lyrics, awesome. So yeah, that's definitely what those lyrics mean to me. Now, just once again, we just have the guitars, bass, and drums, and the instruments are loud and heavy throughout the entire song. Chad's guitar comes in at 8 seconds, Ryan's guitar starts the song, the bass comes in at 8 seconds, the drums also starts the song, and then we have our instrumental solos from 0 seconds to 18 seconds, 26 seconds to 36 seconds, a minute 5 to a minute 22, a minute 32 to a minute 35, a minute 37 to a minute 39, and then 2 minutes 11 seconds to 2 minutes 32 seconds, 3 minutes exact to 3 minutes and 5 seconds, and then 3 minutes 14 seconds to 3 minutes and 17 seconds. And then an interesting little fact, Nuno Betancourt does the guitar solo in this song and not Chad Kroeger. He's the one that does the guitar solo in this song, which is from 2 minutes 11 seconds to 2 minutes and 33 seconds. So for me, For the River is going to be ranked 7 out of 11. Now we go to a fucking tearjerker of a song. Track number 7 is titled Home. This one has the most... What is the best way to describe it? This lyric video got me. It was like, holy shit, the way it literally goes through a house in this song. And it is fucking like frightening a little bit too, because it's like, oh my gosh, it like gives me goosebumps like every time. Like it gives me chills every time I hear this song and then like see the lyric video, because it does like so much to the mind. It's like, holy crap. Even the way the instrumentation in this song too is like, what the hell are you doing to me right now? We go from a heavy banger to a little bit like slow down a little bit of a rock song, because it like really gets that high and loud instrumentation in the choruses and then drops down to like a lower setting in like the verses and the bridge of the song. But holy shit, what are you doing to me in this song? Especially with the lyric video. The lyric video struck me so much because of the way it's like laid out through a house and goes to different floors. Who the hell came up with that idea? I want to know, because what the hell? It's but yes. So the lyrics that really stand out to me come from the beginning of the bridge, which is, I walk through the door and there's no light on anymore. Must have known all along I was wrong. This is like legitimately how I felt for a period of time in my life. I was like, yep, no matter where I go, there's not going to be light for a bit because of what had happened, and it was terrifying. I was like, mentally and physically, I wasn't myself. And it legitimately scared me. It scared my family. It scared my friends, my 3 closest friends that I have to this day. They're like, yeah, no, she's not herself. She's not who she is supposed to be. And I could tell that myself. And I was like, yep, nope, there's definitely no light on anymore when I walk through any kind of fucking door. It was terrifying. And I was like, yeah. It was terrifying for myself, especially. And I also will say, the way Chad sings the bridge too is like a very soft tone and like lower voice. It's like, it's in some kind of ways it's fucking soothing, in my opinion. But just the way he takes down his vocals from the chorus to the bridge is phenomenal. And it definitely will send chills up and down your spine. It does for me every time I hear this song. But I think the way Chad sings the bridge is why I connect with it so much. Because, yes, definitely, I would have to say that's the way. I love it a lot when he sings the bridge, because it gets me every time. And I will shed a few tears here and there during the song too. And I will sing the song along with After the Rain and Song on Fire. We'll definitely sing. Enough about the lyrics, so that's what those lyrics mean to me. Once again, we just have guitars, bass, and drums. Chad's guitar starts at 56 seconds, Ryan's guitar starts the song, and the bass and drums come in at 54 seconds. And then the instrumental solos we have are from 0 seconds to 27 seconds, a minute 24 to a minute 37, 2 minutes and 35 to 2 minutes and 47 seconds, and then 3 minutes 30 seconds to 3 minutes and 48 seconds. And then in an interview with SiriusXM, Chad stated, "It doesn't cast me in a very flattering light. I'm talking about The fact that I was in a relationship for about 8 years and I could never get her to share any aspect of my life. She was just staying home all the time. We were traveling the world and I could never get her to come out on the road with me, share the experience with me, and I wound up being unfaithful to her because of that. And if it's like, you're never going to be here, I'm going to be with somebody else. It's a good song, it's honest, and it kind of cuts to the bone. I played it for my aunt. I looked over and I said, it doesn't make your nephew look too good, does it? And she goes, no, but it's a good song. I have no problem with the song. It's just something I wanted to sing about, and it felt great getting it off my chest. Holy shit, when I read that interview, I was like, are you shitting me? I was like, holy crap. The fact that your, like, significant other at the time didn't want nothing to do with what the fuck you did, I was like, wow. You like, as many times as he tried to get her to come out on the road, it never worked. That is fucking insane. But yes, it does really cut down to the deep to the bone. It is very personal, which I really love, and it's like, it will help and probably has helped people get through that kind of pain too. So really love that. So for me, Home is going to be ranked 8 out of 11. Yes! Yes! Now, in my opinion, this is the absolute best heavy rocker they have ever released. And it is the best hard rock song on this killer album. Now, track number 8 is The Betrayal Act 3. I played this on repeat just the other day in my car because I was so fucking livid. After work, I was like, nope. I had it on repeat for like the last 20 minutes of my goddamn drive home. I was like, I can't believe I'm the one doing the majority of the work again. It always seems to be landing on me all the time. This is like, betrayal hits deep, and I fucking love this song. I cannot express how much I love it because it is amazing. This, I believe, is one of their best music videos that they've ever released. Plus, This Means More from the Here and Now album. But this one is solely in black and white, and I love it. I fucking love it too. It's just one of those music videos that is like, what a great concept for a music video. It is amazing. Like, it really shows off the, like, darkness too that can be in people's life, which I really, really love. Now, when it comes to the lyrics, I have a hard-ass time picking out lyrics to this song because the whole song resonates with me so well and so deep. Like, when I first fucking heard this song, I was like, okay, give me a fucking drink right now because this is insane. The instrumentation is fucking killer. I'm like, what the hell? What got into your guys' like heads when it came to writing this song? It is fantastic. Like, honestly, I honestly can't even pick out lyrics to the song because I want to say the whole goddamn song. The whole thing. The whole thing. All of it. But I would... Oh, see? I was like, I don't know. Do I go pre-chorus? Do I go chorus? Do I go with the bridge? Do I go with one of the verses? I don't know. This one is like one of the hardest ones to pick out because I've been betrayed so many times in my life. I can't even keep count on how many times I've been betrayed by people. So, if I go right now, I'll have to go with the bridge, which is nothing but shame, there's nowhere to run, who takes the blame, why have they come, what in God's name have you done? Yes. Like, when it comes to those lyrics, I'm like, people tend to put shame and, like, the blame on anybody but themselves, because they can't take responsibility for it. And then once they do that, they have nowhere to fucking go, because they're like, I don't know what I did. What just happened? But, yeah, like, once in your goddamn miserable fucking life, you can blame yourself instead of putting blame on somebody else that's, like, close to you. Take fucking responsibility for what you've done. And, like, honestly, that drives me crazy. And I've been blamed for so much shit in my life. It is like, no, someone else, you can take the fucking blame for once in your fucking life, because it is one of those things, like, own it. Own the blame for yourself. Like, stop betraying somebody that you are trusting and love. Actually take the responsibility. Take it and own it and learn from it. And it's like, shut up. Just do it. Seriously. Yeah, so much frustration comes out when this song is playing. I'm not gonna lie. A whole lot of it. Because I got so much built in. It's insane. So every time I hear this song, it's like, okay, all that negative and angry energy has to come out. It's a good song. Another good song to work out to. Just saying. So yes, that's what those lyrics mean to me, but there's a whole bunch of other lyrics in the song too. I'm like, yes, for sure. I've been betrayed so many times. I mean, I feel like everyone has, but I'd say I've been me the most in my intermediate household. I've been betrayed the most. And it fucking hurts and it fucking sucks. Because you thought you trust that person, but then again, no. They were just practically using you to, gain trust for somebody else. So they betray you, put you out on the middle of the street to get ran over, basically. I just did like a Mean Girls reference. But yes, honestly, that's what it feels like when you get betrayed. You get ran over by a fucking school bus or just like a car in general. But yeah. Betrayal cuts deep. So deep. So, we just... enough about the lyrics, but yes, that's what the song is practically about. For the instruments, we got guitars, bass, and drums once again. They all get heavier in the choruses of the song. They pick up with that same energy that they have in the verses, but they get louder, more aggressive. So, we have Chad's guitar starting the song. His guitar solo is from 2 minutes and 52 seconds to 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Ryan's guitar comes in at 59 seconds. The bass and the drums come in at 48 seconds, and then the drums and the song perfectly. Now, the only reason why I know where Brian's guitar is played in the song is because of the riff challenge that they did back in 2020. And he was playing his guitar part from this song. And I was like, okay, I know what his guitar sounds like. So I was like, I know that it's not his starting off the song, it's Chad's. So thank you once again for having that up so I knew where his guitar started at. So this one I kind of picked out pretty easily with the instrumentation. But a couple of the songs I got a lot of help from Nickelback's Instagram. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. With that, now our instrumental solos we have in this song start at 10 seconds, goes to 58 seconds, a minute and 50 to 2 minutes, 2 minutes 52 seconds to 3 minutes and 15 seconds, and then 3 minutes 50 seconds to 3 minutes 53 seconds, 3 minutes 55 to 3 minutes 58, and then 4 minutes to 4 minutes and 3 seconds. And I really love the instrumental solos in the song because it really carries the whole track and puts it all together perfectly. It goes so well together. I fucking love it. Now, in an interview with iHeartRadio, Chad responded with, "Probably one of the hardest and heaviest songs we have ever put out. It's quite heavy. There's a lot of screaming that goes on in the chorus, and I think we've all tasted betrayal in our day. It is not a flavor that I think any of us liked to swallow." 100% yes. None of us like to have that taste or even feeling being betrayed. So, reason why I love this one, and it is true, I believe that this is the hardest and heaviest songs that they have ever released. And I say that even with their next album that came out, I think this one is still the hardest and heaviest one they've ever released. And then the meaning behind the song, it is geared towards religion, since it references the biblical story of the Last Supper with the events following it. So that I didn't know until, doing my research and everything. But I was like, plus if you watch the music video too, they have little snippets of the Last Supper in there, so that's probably why the music video is actually in black and white now that I think about it. But yes, it is amazing. I really love it. So for me, if you haven't already been noticed or even tell, Betrayal Act 3 is going to be ranked number 1 out of 11 for me. It's just the way this story is told through the lyrics, the way the instrumentation is. I love the heavy and rawness in this song too, and the screaming / shouting in the choruses really give it more of that angry energy. So yes, that's why it's going to be ranked number 1 out of 11 for me. Now, track number 9 is titled Silent Majority. This one is a good one. I've actually gotten more love towards the song listening to this album more and more. And it is a perfect song, honestly. We really need to have people who actually care more about others and besides themselves all the time. So that's what I get from the song as a whole. Now, the lyrics that stand out to me come from the beginning of the chorus, which is, "So what if we all stand up? What if we don't give in?" So true. We all need to stand up for what we believe in. If we don't even give in, what's the point of even trying to help? We just need to show respect to others, have that same kind of respect they're giving you instead of you just blowing them off all the time. We just have to have that in our lives. So that's what I get from those lyrics. Now we once again have guitars, bass, and drums. And then we have Chad and Ryan's guitar starting off the song, along with the bass, and then the drums come in at 5 seconds. And then we do have 2 instrumental solos in the song, which is from 0 seconds to 16 seconds, and then 2 minutes and 14 seconds to 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Now, notes that I'm giving all of you is that I love the softer tone with the instruments when it comes to when the bridge came around, and then it picks up towards the end of the song, which is from 2 minutes 24 seconds to 2 minutes and 38 seconds. This whole song in general has a great feel to it. I think the instruments really give it more of that feel and that tone throughout the whole thing. It's just one of those things, so much goes into writing, lyrics and even the music to match it up. And it is perfect, and I really love that in, any kind of song. And I it does it really well in this one, for sure. So for me, Silent Majority is going to actually be ranked 10 out of 11. Track number 10 is Every Time We're Together. Right when I first heard this song, in the first two lines of lyrics of the song, I was like, okay, I'm getting Photograph feels right now, because he's talking about his hometown, Hannah, Alberta, Canada. If people don't know their provinces in Canada, I don't know all of them. I know quite a few of them though, but it is like, okay, I'm like getting those nice vibes from like Photograph all over again with the hometown. And it is great. I love it. It's like, you want to reminisce on those days again. It's like what this song is about again. So the lyrics that stand out to me come from the end of the chorus, which is, and the story goes on and gets a little better every time we're together. It's like, you gotta have those great times with your friends, no matter what is going on, because they will be there for you, and no matter what, it's going to be a great time. You're always gonna have that fun with those people, and you know it definitely gets better every time you're together. You know, excuse me. That's what I get from those lyrics, and it is a great feeling to have too, because when you hang out with your friends, no matter what, it's one of those things you're like, yes, it definitely is. You got like a whole lot of things to say, like catch up on. And it's like, you have that great, good part of yourself. You're like, okay, I feel complete now being with the people that I love and who care for me the same way I care for them. So it's what I get from those lyrics. Now, once again, we just have guitars, bass, and drums. And then both Chad and Brian's guitars start off the song. The bass comes in at exactly a minute into the song. The drums come in at 24 seconds. And then we have instrumental solos from 2 minutes 48 seconds to 2 minutes and 59 seconds. And then 3 minutes and 30 seconds to 3 minutes and 40 seconds. And then an interesting fact, Chad Kroeger calls this song Photograph Part 2. Yes. Like, I already said, just with me talking about the beginning of the song, I was like, Photograph vibes 100% all the way through. Because it's talking about the good times, once again. And, yes, perfectly said. And this song is going to be ranked 9 out of 11 for me. Now, last song on the album, track number 11, is Betrayal Act 3. Now, this one, no lyrics. It's just an instrumental. And I really, really love it. Like, I like just hearing it a little bit in my head right now. I'm getting chills. Like, 100% chills. Like, if you could tell, my hairs have risen up on my arm. Goosebumps and chills all at the same time. No lyrics. Really love that. So we have guitars, bass, and then actually in this one we have no drums whatsoever. We have Ryan's guitar starting the song, Chad's guitar comes in at 11 seconds, the bass comes in at 20 seconds. And then in an interview with the rockpit.net, Mike Kroeger said both the Betrayal tracks came from Ryan Peake. He pretty much wrote both of them by himself. Chad came in and wrote and sang the lyrics to Act 3, but it was initially Ryan. He decided he wanted to create a 2-part metal opera, so to speak. And then he was also asked during that same interview the naming behind the Betrayal songs. Part of it was to pick Act 3 and Act 1 to mess with people's heads, so they would ask where's Act 2, and it worked perfectly. And it did. Like, I was going through the track list and going through other albums, and I'm like, where the hell is Act 2? Never released it. Fucking clever. I love that. And then a little fun facts for you. This is the only Nickelback song that was not written or co-written by Chad Kroeger. It was solely written by the rhythm guitarist Brian Peake. And that, like, struck me so hard because I was like, what? One that he hasn't fully written? But yes, and this is the only instrumental song that the band has ever released. And the sole writer is Brian Peake, which I really love too. So, yes. So for me, The Betrayal Act 1 is going to be ranked 4 out of 11. So there you have it. That is Nickelback's 9th studio album, Feed the Machine. Really, 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 really love this one so much. So for my personal album ranking, this one is going to be ranked number 1 out of 10. And for album review out of 5 stars, it is 5 out of 5. Because the lyrics have so much depth and meaning to them. The instrumentation is fantastic and goes perfectly well. I really love the instrumental track because it really ties the whole album together. It is beautifully written instrumentation work with Betrayal Act 1. It is great. It is fucking great. I love this whole album with my heart. I will play this album on repeat no matter what. And I will crank this sucker up as loud as possible because I want to. Especially when it comes to the Betrayal Act 3. I gotta crank that sucker up so high. Gotta blow out my eardrums. I really wish they would perform that one live. I think the only 2 they've performed live are Feed the Machine and Song on Fire from this album. I would really love it if I saw Betrayal Act 3 performed live. I'm not gonna lie. That would be an absolute banger to have live, but I don't know how well it would work out. Please perform it live at least once. I would love to see it live, honestly. So yep, there we have it. That was Feed the Machine. We'll be right back with Nickelback's last studio album to date, as of right now, Get Rollin', which came out a couple of years ago. And that one's going to be a fun deep dive into as well. So, once again, I am your host, Michaela. Thank you for joining me. And we will be back next week for the final, as of right now, released studio album from Nickelback. So, until then, we will be back. Bye!